Yeah, I think he's going to be a pretty popular play, but on this small slate with a lot of bad, terrible, awful pitching, I'm just going to eat the chalk and say Alex Cobb, who's $7,700. It's kind of a strange pick because Alex Cobb, the last half decade with Baltimore, has been absolutely terrible, but he's been pretty good through his first two starts with the Angels, and specifically that last start against the Royals was really promising. 19 swings and misses generated, 10 strikeouts, 27.8 DraftKings points. Houston is not Kansas City. They actually have the lowest swinging strike rate in all of baseball, so maybe some of those strikeouts are going to be hard to come by, but this Astros team is in shambles right now. They had to put a bunch of guys on the COVID IL, and even though they've gotten Bregman and Alvarez back within the last week, across the last 7 days, they are dead last in baseball in isolated power, in WOBA, in WRC+, and they even got to play a series at Coors. So they are just not hitting right now. I'll take Alex Cobb, who's in a nice little groove, and I think he brings back value at sub 8K.
All right, Nick, Alex Cobb, fourth most expensive pitcher on this slate. Where are you going for your pitcher pick?
I'm going to eat that chalk too. I'm going with Alex Cobb as well for a few different reasons, but similar stuff to what Garion was saying, of course. The Astros OPS actually is one of the lowest against righties this year, as much as they don't strike out a ton. And Cobb had 7 Ks in 6 innings against the White Sox to start the season. And the White Sox don't strike out a ton against righties either. So there is reason to think that it would continue, even though the Astros don't strike out a ton. But of course, they're dealing with other issues that Garion highlighted. The biggest thing with Cobb right now is he's getting hitters to chase more outside the zone than he ever has in his career. And they're also missing more than they have in the past too. So I don't know. I don't think this stuff is going to maintain over the course of the entire season because, this is Alex Cobb we're talking about. But his FIP is almost at 2 even. I know his ERA is like 4.63, but I wouldn't worry about that right now. I think that he's just going to maintain it right now, and going against the Astros, I feel confident.